I did not expect sleep, but we're here anyways. Might as well ride with it. We have arrived at the postseason. It is time for the 2028 MLB playoffs. Intriguing matchups, many possible outcomes, and the possibilities of a deep playoff run are endless. This team was very dominant in the regular season, man. Very dominant, especially through long stretches. I must say, I am curious to see how this lineup will approach the rest of the postseason, I have to say. I want this to be the lineup for now. A lot of these guys, their stat lines are not going to be very accurate due to them playing with other teams, but I'm pretty confident with this group of guys that we can go far. I do want to look at statistics for once. When your batting average ranks you 10th, when you're ranked 10th in batting average and you still miss the playoffs, that's going to require you some soul searching. It's for Atlanta and no, Arizona and Pittsburgh. I think I saw them in the top 10. Oh baby, these are some shitty batting lineups down here. Miami being 27th makes pretty much a lot of sense. Yeah, I can see why. Their batting average is shit. Then again, a lot of teams seem to bat really well this year. That's probably not going to be the case moving forward. That's going to have to be altered. These first few minutes, I want to look over the stats and talk for a bit. Before I ended up playing, I was able to make all my jot down all the information that I needed to do and in terms of our AA playoff roster, and I was able to go ahead and provide the potential boost for every minor league championship team. Teams like Texas and the A's, they're going to be on timing going into next year. I just have that feeling, man. They're going to be on timing. Man, we were head above shoulders, like explosive offensively speaking. These are some crazy stat lines. Shout out to having 3 teams in the top 10 miss the postseason. You love to see it. What else do we have? Oh boy, that's a lot of doubles. Then again, you had 2 guys with over 50, and Rocchio actually managed 43. So there's a reason for that. Yeah, James Wood getting 41 makes sense. Ooh, for once, a team that wasn't us leading first. 60 triples on the year, man. Holy shit. I don't think we were even. Oh, we're actually top 10. Tied for, well, ranked 8th in triples. I'm more surprised, if anything. Yeah, further down the list, and it's just. I mean, we were very dominant offensively from guys having career years. Tied for third with 243 home runs. Same amount as the Mets. I think personally, I would have been more happy if we had a more explosive offense in terms of power, but that just didn't happen. Not to say I'm upset with how this season turned out. I am pretty satisfied with the way things. Oh, we were ranked second in RBIs, only 2 off from the O's. I would be pretty happy if we ended up in a World Series against Baltimore. That would be pretty fun. Thank you. Two teams that are really good offensively, the two best teams in terms of RBIs, two of the most explosive offenses in the game. That would be a very fun and entertaining postseason um, finale, especially if it went like 7 games. That would be huge. Stolen bases. Where do we rank? We're not in top five. Top 10? Nope. Maybe 15. No. Top 20. We had less stolen bases than the A's. That's pretty damning. Oh, the Cardinals, even better. Oh boy, where do we rank? Yeah, I mean, one guy had 36, and we just took him from the A's, and most of his stolen bases came from the A's, so we're gonna need to do better running the bases starting next season. Still, not as bad as Detroit. Oh yeah, we're probably somewhere up here. Caught stealing? Yeah. We should be somewhere top 15, if not top 10. There we are. Ranked 11th. It's just mostly Ruiz and Doyle getting caught. I like how Carlos Rodon is just here. He's just the polar. We got a fucking polar bear in Texas. That's cool. Okay, so it's going down, increases the number of caught stolen base of times getting caught. That's got caught 73 times, a dead last, or the most in baseball. Stolen base percentage, I don't expect us to be anywhere in this. Kind of wish I looked more at the team's stats when we were shit, just to get that sense of how far we came along as a team. between trading guys, developing guys, all that stuff. I probably should have paid more attention to that. But I was just like, we're going to be shit anyways. I don't think the stats are going to matter too much. Stolen base percentage, yeah, that's pretty low. We were not stealing a lot of bases. Hopefully next year it's different. I expect the walk counter to be pretty low. We're not even top 10. We'll probably be somewhere in the 20s. I don't even, we might not even be 30. We might be 30. We are 30. The fewest walks in the league. Because I keep striking out like a fucking moron. We struck out 1,000 times. Jesus. And yet, that's the third fewest in baseball. There will come a time where I don't get struck out 1,000 times in a season. Where the team's discipline becomes immaculate and we don't suck. We ranked first in slugging. I mean, we were pretty dominant at the plate. It was a lot of swinging of the bat. I think, yeah, okay. I was gonna say we should have a high an OBP. Our on base percentage should be pretty high. It's top 5, so I'm pretty happy and satisfied with that. This should be a very interesting offseason with the names out there. Another thing I've taken into account is Riley Green. He is arguably just as good as Nolan Jones, if not better, and his rating is 90. So whatever he's getting, Nolan Jones will be getting too. Like I said, I'm gonna give him a rating boost. I want him to start next season at 86, but I want his rating to be 90 for free agency. So once he signs with the team, it should be in this case an overpay. A team out there should be overpaying for his services. So we were on base almost, well, over 100 times than the team in second place. I mean, we were incredibly potent offense. So we should be somewhere top 10 everywhere. Just not in walks. I am curious to see what the other stat lines are going to look like. Because I think we've been very up and down. We've been very up and down as a pitching staff this year, despite the strong regular season. We've mostly been getting carried by our bats. I don't really care too much about plate appearances. Plate appearances is just the same as at bats. In a sense, at least. Yeah, we ranked 11th anyways. This is probably high. Ground into double plays. I'm probably somewhere dead last. Dead last. Dead last. Dead last. Expecting dead last. Come on. Prove me wrong. There we are. Most times, most ground outs into double plays. Man, I thought we would have more assists than this. We're not even top 20. 22nd in assists? Jesus. Yeah, we really need to start placing the ball in a spot where they don't get hits. We're not top 10 in putouts. Top 15, I guess I'll take it. Never realized how many putouts a catcher will record in a season. The fact that it will go over 1,000 is crazy to me. Fewest errors in baseball, baby. I'll take it. Highest fielding percentage in baseball. Okay. I don't expect our ERA to be very. Oh, okay. We somehow landed top 10 thanks to Clark Schmidt not being totally ass. His ERA has been 4 several times though throughout the year, and Chase's was 3.9. So Clark Schmidt actually did okay for us. Not bad. How many complete? God damn, most of these guys have 2 or 1, I assume. We probably didn't have a single one. It wouldn't surprise me. Yep, there we are. 17th. We didn't have a single one. 24 shutouts from the O's is crazy work. I don't even know if we had 10. Okay, we had 12. That's good. I think for this postseason, it should be a very, very exciting one. I definitely want to look around and see the ends of every other game. I was watching fucking the Giants play the Yankees just now. Fucking Yankees curb stomped them basically. Damn, we blew 25 saves. And most of those we probably lost. Win those games and we probably beat the Dodgers out for the NL West. Okay. Try again next year. Crazy how the Dodgers have more than us. The Padres have the fewest blown saves and they still didn't make the playoffs. That's pretty damning on their part. Second most hits surrendered. Actually, second fewest hits surrendered. Jesus. If we can just beat the Giants in 2 games or 3, we have a shot at a very competitive NLDS series against the Dodgers. One of which that should absolutely be entertaining from start to finish. I gotta check if I made my settings right. No, I didn't. I made a mistake. I might actually need to cut the stream off real quick. Yeah, I guess for now it's okay. 10th fewest earned runs. I'm guessing the difference between an earned run and just a run is the collective total runs. When a pitcher goes out of the game, but he leaves bases or runners on base, and a new pitcher comes in and that base runner scores, that earned run goes to the pitcher who was subbed out, and the team as a whole collects that run. I also think it comes from base hits, home runs, that stuff. I think if you get hit by a pitch, I don't think it counts as an earned run. If you get hit by a pitch and you have a guy and the bases are loaded, you get hit by a pitch, I don't think that counts as an earned run. I think you have to, when they say earn, it's because you make contact or you got walked or something like that. Second fewest home runs allowed. Okay. Walks allowed. It's probably going to be, oh, it's 10th. I was going to say it's probably going to be high. I gave up a lot of walks throughout the year. I know who I am. I know what I'm capable of. And I tend to let guys get on base way too often. Hey, but we did lead the league by a country mile in strikeouts. That's always cool. Definitely just want to do a stat review for the year. Yeah, it does start in batting out. So they both tied for league leader in doubles in the National League. Okay. Yeah, so OPS, slugging, second best on base percentage. Like, that's crazy numbers for Nolan, man. I think if we look here, he has career highs in OPS, slugging, on base percentage, batting average, and that's while striking out less than 100 times this season. The man was possessed. I don't know why his discipline rating dropped this season, but okay. Whatever you say, game. Man strikes out less than 100 times. That warrants a -4 on the Richter scale. Sure. God damn. For a rookie, of course he had to give up so many. per team's game. Definitely will say this offseason should be interesting. I am looking forward to seeing who gets traded, who gets signed where. Although I think a lot of trades are probably going to have to be postponed until after free agency and we head to the regular season. Real quick, best division in baseball. So the regular season awards go to. We'll start with the MVP. Will Smith wins NL MVP, probably in a landslide, to be honest. He's the second Dodger to win in 3 years. Paul Skeens finally gets a Cy Young award. The shittiness of the Pirates could not hold him back this time. Good for him. Nolan Jones finally gets an award, his first batting title, and he won the Hank Aaron Award. Two awards for the man. Good for him. Mason Miller earns Reliever of the Year, his first. Maybe he has plenty more to come. Dennis Eckert wins Rookie of the Year. Thank fucking God. Now on to next year, where he hopefully becomes a Cy Young candidate. We'll see. We already went over the Hank Aaron Award, went to Jones. Gold gloves are Nick Lodolo at pitcher, Bailey at catcher, Tyler Black at first base. Lopez gets his second Gold Glove. He is now a two-time Gold Glove winner in 3 years. Good on him. Good for the man. Ortiz wins at third base. Xander Bogaerts a Gold Glove at shortstop. That's actually his first in his career. And his first award since the 2022 season when he was with the Red Sox. Took him long enough. In the outfield, we'll start with left field, and it goes to Jackson Chourio. He will be the Gold Glover. He is the Gold Glove winner in 2028. Nolan Jones finishes in third. Jake Myers. Sorry, got sidetracked. Jake Myers wins it at center for the Phillies at center field. He was a trade deadline acquisition for the Phils, mind you. And Corbin Carroll wins it for the right field position, his first of his career. This is Myers' only award won so far. Now for Silver Sluggers. For DH, it's CJ Abrams. I think this is now his first award. Good for him. Will Smith earned Silver Slugger at catcher. I think he's just had a career year entirely. Michael Tolia wins it at first base. Marte wins it at second base. Austin Riley gets third base Silver Slugger. I'm fucking botching my words right now. Trey Turner is the Silver Slugger at shortstop. Juan Soto gets Silver Slugger outfield 1. Kyle Tucker takes the second one. And for the third one, it's Ronald Acuna. The American League winners, starting with the MVP, is Yordan Alvarez. He had a very dominant year despite a shitty Astros team. This is his second MVP in as many years. He is a 3-time MVP now. He went back-to-back in 25 and 26. This is his first after missing last year. Cole Ragans, in a dominant showing for the Kansas City Royals, wins his first Cy Young Award, beating out a 18-5 Grayson Rodriguez and a Romer Valdez with 170 strikeouts. Although, to be fair, Ragans beats him in every category. Not only does he win MVP, Alvarez wins the batting title for the American League. Although any other year, it's probably going to Devers or Henderson, one of those two. For reliever of the year, we have Brusdar Graterol for the Rangers. He was acquired at the deadline, mind you. Rookie of the year goes to Christian Campbell. He's basically held that position all year long. He never relinquished it. He is the second rookie of the year. He is the second Red Sox to win rookie of the year in 3 years. Hank Aaron goes to Yordan Alvarez. He goes back to back. With Gold Glove, starting with the pitcher, it's Cole Ragans. At catcher, it's Jonah Heim. First baseman, we got Ryan Mountcastle. Zach Geloff at second base. Michael Garcia at third base. And Anthony Volpe at shortstop. For the outfield, Riley Green wins at left field Gold Glove. Jacob Young wins Gold Glove in center field. Josh Lowe wins in right field. For Silver Sluggers, to wrap things up, Matt Vierling gets the DH Silver Slugger. William Contreras gets the Silver Slugger at catcher. First baseman Silver Slugger is Spencer Torkelson's. Second base, it's Brandon Lowe. Rafael Devers gets third base Silver Slugger. We got Gunnar Henderson winning Silver Slugger at shortstop. He has actually won the award how many times now? He has won the award 4 times in his career and 3 years back to back to back. That's impressive. In the outfield, we have Yordan Alvarez, Julio Rodriguez, and Brent Rooker all winning the outfield Silver Slugger. And that'll conclude for the awards. So, we move to the postseason. The Giants will have Logan Webb on the bump. We will start Chase Dollander. I think in terms of matchups, we don't really have it. We don't really have a great... It's not the greatest situation, man. These guys, they hit very well against us during the regular season. We definitely need to be careful with them to avoid an early exit from the postseason. So, for the wild card, Logan Webb versus Chase Dollander, but I do want to watch the other games play. Especially because it's Yankees and Red Sox. What more could you ask for? Playoff baseball is finally here. I waited months for this, man. Should not have taken this long, but we finally made it.
It's the New York Yankees squaring off against their hated rivals, the Boston Red Sox. And we'll be back for the first pitch right after this. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And we're just about set to get this wild card series underway, Singy. Game one has outsized importance in a three-game set.
Yeah, Boog, it's a huge game. There's no doubt about it. Guys are always talking about setting the tone in game one of a series. Well, in a three-game series, that might be the only tone that gets set. So this is no ordinary series opener.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. All right, just about ready to go here at Fenway. And today on the hill, Framber Valdez.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Ready to go.
Now we fast forward to the 9th and see what happens. I gotta say, it's pretty embarrassing to be lackadaisical in terms of paying attention to the hit counter. And I looked away, and before I knew it, I looked back and there's 10 hits. And the Yankees have a no-hitter entering the 9th. I don't even know how we got here. It actually doesn't even make sense to watch this. You fucking bums have Max Fried with a no-hitter in a playoff game. You really about to let the Yankees lord over you like this?
That one close, ruled a ball. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, when you come off a tough one-run loss in the postseason, you'll be looking back at the opportunities that you missed in the previous game and make sure that you don't miss them in this one.
Pitch misses. 3-1 now.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
3 outs from a no-hitter. Foul ball.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
In danger of losing the no-hitter here. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
You can only imagine the nerves that some of the defensive players have right now. You've got to have the mindset, I want the ball hit to me, but in front of that, you hope that he strikes the hitter out.
Stays alive.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
So they're 2 outs away from a no-hitter in a playoff game.
The pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one.
Just remember, Atlanta let this guy go. They said they couldn't afford to pay him.
And a 1-1. In there, base hit. And the bid for history is gone.
8 1/3 no-hit innings and just 2 outs from glory. Finally gives up that first hit. It's kind of tough to see, but it's been a pleasure watching him do his thing in this one.
Either way, they are lined up to winning the series, taking game 1.
Here in the
You can't even be mad he wasn't able to accomplish history here.
Next pitch is outside. Now, Red Sox fans are frustrated, no question. On the ground is short.
That's the double play. That should end it. No, it doesn't.
Not in time. Great effort there.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
So they're down to their final out. And stepping in for Boston, David Hamilton. Read out of the stretch fires. He swings and fouls one off. One strike away from securing game one. Yankees up by 3. And it's even up.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
That one misses, and the count is filled up.
Pressure mountain right here with the tying run in the on-deck circle. He's got to find the strike zone.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
A complete game shutout in the postseason, man. God damn.
Yeah, Blue, they've still got their work cut out for them in this series, having to play on the road. But like you said, it's a huge win to jump ahead 1-0 in a short 3-game series. Just have to win one of the next 2 games to move on to the next round.
And on the home side of this one, obviously a disappointing result both for the team and the fans. But with home field advantage throughout, this series still has a lot up in the air. Not a ton of offense to chat about as we look at the final numbers, but this was a good one.
Yeah, it was a low.
Goddamn Yankees. I give you your flowers. Nobody likes the Yankees unless you're from New York. It's gonna be hilarious. One of these teams has the right to play the O's in the next round and probably get smacked. I want to make sure my sliders. Yeah, this should be fine. The first time in Rockies history they get to host a playoff series. They get home field advantage for a playoff series. They've never done this before. When you think about it, it actually is kind of sad how they've just never hosted a playoff series ever. It's crazy. The Rockies have truly been a morbid franchise. We have arrived, my friends. The postseason is here. A chance to stake a claim at immortality.
Giants going up against the Colorado Rockies. First pitch coming at you right after the break. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And we're just about set to get this wild card series underway, Singy. Game one has outsized importance in a three-game set.
Yeah, Boog, it's a huge game. There's no doubt about it. Players are always talking about setting the tone in game one of a series. Well, in a three-game series, that might be the only tone that gets set. So this is no ordinary series opener.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go now. And pitching in this game, Chase Dolander.
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
Ready to go now, and digging in for San Francisco, Cedric Mullins. Check swing, called strike. The pitch. Ball two. That one ripped. Jones makes the grab, one down. Now we take a peek at the Giants lineup. All right, Singy, how about all the talent in this lineup?
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team, and I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
Here's a tapper towards short.
Come on, Rocchio. Out at first. There we go.
Right on that slider, got the hitter out in front, rolled over on it. Exactly what he was supposed to do.
Here's Lamont Wade Jr. 2 outs, base is empty. Line drive. Jones brings it in, and that's the 3rd out. Giants are down 1-2-3. The Rockies coming up. We've got no score. This is and we're back. And getting the start, Logan Webb. What do we have on him?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters.
The trick about the Giants is their pitching staff is really good. So I am going to need to be patient with my swings.
Backed off the plate that time. Ripped to short.
That's not a great start.
Adames, the throw to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Oh my God. Logan Webb has suffered an injury. They won't even disclose it.
Mason Black, ready or not, in the game now after the injury.
Dude, I was expecting Logan Webb to be ready to go, ready to rip them up, ready to rip up our lineup. Now he's out. He pitched once. Or not once. Technically, we started with a 2-1 count. But man, that's rough sledding.
On the ground to 3rd. Slings it across. Here tonight, an efficient start to the home first, 2 away. Time to check out the Rockies lineup. And it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
2 down, base is empty. And now the center fielder, Brenton Doyle. This one
That's
in
not
the
a great
air.
way to start.
Wait,
I was
under
hoping to foul that off. It was in the strike zone.
And that is that. 1-2-3 go the Rockies. Scoreless after one. Game one of this wild card series. Here's Elliot Ramos. Legends really are cemented in the postseason. You think of David Ortiz heroics for the Red Sox, Derek Jeter as Mr. November, or Randy Johnson in the 2001 World Series, just to name a few. There's a swing and a miss.
Well, on that idea of postseason reputations, Boog, got to mention players like Carlton Fisk, Reggie Jackson, and Madison Bumgarner. We were doing that game. Those guys really shined in the toughest moments.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Right now, we just need to keep their bats ice cold going into this series. We need their bats to become ice cold. I don't want them to be able to get any form of confidence that, oh, we can actually do something now.
Willie Adames stands in.
If we have to walk them, we'll walk them, but I do not want them to get a base hit.
Here's the pitch to Adames. Comes up empty. That's strike two. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out, base is empty. And Chris behind the plate today, James Kingsley, known for being a little generous on the edges. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Yeah, I mean, can't do that.
1 down, base is empty. That's outside.
Can't do that either. Jesus. Thank goodness.
That's 2 in a row.
That was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Now, Christopher Morel. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And it's 2-1. No score here in the second. And that is cut on and missed. 2-2.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
There's a swing and a drive. That's back there. Pulls it in on the warning track. Nothing across here this half. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. We're tied, 0-0. Bottom of the inning. Here's the Rockies cleanup hitter, Brian Rocchio. And that one missing low. Ground ball up the middle.
Good base hit. First base hit in the game.
So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Here's Michael Tolia. On the ground left side.
I regret everything.
Free. And they turn the double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Now here's Nolan Jones. Headed towards the corner. And a foul ball. Instead of letting the hitter
It is quite ironic on the same day I'm streaming this playoff game where Logan Webb starts. Real life Logan Webb
2-2 down.
got shelled, allowing 7 runs.
Hit in the air left field.
That's a flyer.
The grab, and that will end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one
I think those are actually referred to as liners into the outfield, but I just call them flyers because they're obviously high in the air.
All set for the start of the inning. Here's Nolan Gorman. And that's through there for a strike. And the count is even, 2-2.
So far, we just need to maintain a 4-pitch pace per batter.
Next to hit, Patrick Bailey. Pitch misses there, and it's 2-1.
Talking about this series matchup, it's always a little strange to face a division opponent in the postseason, but we're starting to see it happen more often with the new format. Playing each other in these games really cranks up the heat on division rivalries.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. The next pitch misses. Full count, 3-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
One down, base is empty. Fights it off, you'll see another.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his back down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. On the ground, right side.
There's my Gold Glover.
That was a strong at bat, even though he couldn't find a way on base.
My 2-time Gold Glove winner right there.
And now the right fielder, Dakota Jordan.
There he is again.
Second base, but he's got it to end the inning. Giants down in order, and we are still scoreless.
It's gonna seriously boil down to me being able to time my pitches right now.
Back here in Denver,
Plain and simple.
we go to the last of the third. So in now for Colorado, Owen Miller. Fastball for a strike. Got him swinging.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. That when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember.
That's a base. That's a hit. It's going. Yeah!
And this place is rocking. And it gives them the lead in the third. It's 1-0.
That's exactly what this crowd wanted to see in this spot. He blasted that pitch. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient and it paid off.
Base is empty.
That's a hell of a base hit by Veen.
Digging in for the Rockies.
That's a hell of a hit by Ford. I don't know if it's got the distance, but it's going.
And he goes airborne to make the catch.
Didn't look like he had a great read off the bat, but recovered, got to a nice angle, put himself in a position.
I'm about to get the authorities because I just witnessed a robbery, man. At least a double was right there for the taking. He snatched it from me.
Designated hitter, Masataka Yoshida. Just missed.
His pitch count isn't as high, but to be fair,
Two down bases.
Logan Webb was the first pitcher out there, so technically there's been a combined just below 30 or 40 pitches. They should be hovering around 40 pitches as a collective. Damn it.
Swinging a ball popped
It was touching the plate. I didn't know if they were gonna call it foul or not.
And he makes the catch. And that is that. One scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now 1-0.
Man, hell of a home run by Zach Veen. Given how Dollander is pitching right now, he could easily fall apart quickly, but at the moment, he's playing lights out. We could easily win this 1-0. But again, gotta stay lights out.
Just missed.
Well, these Giants, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations. And
Now back to your regular schedule, throw fastball up in the zone. Got him.
Misses. It's a strikeout. Went right after him there, Siggy. No messing around.
3 pitches right there, 3 really good fastballs in that at bat. But what stood out is
Just missed it.
The zone. He started them away. You look out over the plate as a hitter, and then he busts you in. You're not quick enough to be able to pull the trigger and turn on it. And then he finished up in the zone. Good velocity. Caught the top part of that strike zone. That's a great example of how you mix your locations. Just as important as mixing speeds.
The Giants still looking for their first hit in this one. And now it's filled up.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I'll tell you what, memories of getting jammed are creeping into my mind right now.
Got him looking. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, you've got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter.
I think one reason for a lot of guys striking out highly this year is because
Instead of it being a solo shot,
I have been playing on a tweaked veteran difficulty. A lot of these guys will just not swing at the ball, even if it's touching the zone. It's weird, but what can you do?
And a big swing and a miss.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Ripped on the ground to second. Throws to first in time. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Giants go down quietly. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Bottom 4. So in now for Colorado, Nicky Lopez. Now one miss. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. That one the other way. Chapman over to first in time. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th. So up next, Brenton Doyle. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
Movement in the bullpen. Randy Rodriguez up and loosening in the pen. Miller also getting ready. In there at the knees. Bases empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Of course, he throws something low. Then again, I swung too early. Way too early.
2 outs, base is empty. Next to hit for the Rockies, Brian Rocchio. Ripped on a line. Ramos makes the catch, in and over. Nothing doing for the Rockies, but they still lead it 1-0. Game 1 of this wild card series. We have the left fielder, Elliot Ramos. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this second time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff in this one or not.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. On the ground to third, and that's just foul. That one 95 to finish him off.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Willie Adames. Off the mark there. And a count 2-1. That one in there across the letters.
Well, we call that keyhole. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
That works.
Make it 7 strikeouts for him.
It gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. With all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate, so very difficult to get the barrel on it.
At the plate, Christopher Morel.
Now this offense has just been locked down, almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
We head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's a big power threat. Michael Tolio. And this is inside. That one fouled off, 2-2. Spoils the 2-strike.
Shouldn't have done that.
2-2. Swing, and that ball smashed on the line.
Yeah, but that's a catch by Cedric Mullins, so who cares?
That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. If he was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner, that's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
And now Nolan Jones. One down, base is empty.
That's unlucky.
He's seen his fastball. You've got to expect something off speed. Stay back.
He goes down.
Damn.
Looking. Owen Miller will hit next. Feels like it's less common today that you see a guy like this. The speed component, the contact component, but lack of power. Next offering is in for a strike.
I think baseball's starting to understand that those guys are valuable like they once were. They need them in this game today.
And down on strikes he goes.
That's where you wish the ABS system was in this game, bro. Fuck.
No one left. We're through 5. It's the Rockies 1 and the Giants.
Pretty bullshit, if you ask me.
As we take a look at how today's starting pitchers
Bro,
appeared.
only 1 out secured by Logan Webb before that fucking fluke freak injury, man. Jesus Christ. This could have been a pitcher's duel that would have been like must-see TV. The young arm versus the wily vet. Now we just can't have it. I hope he's okay. He can play like game 3 or some shit. That'd be nice.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
This is good. This is really good. You know, he had the 3rd highest ERA for my starters this year. This is a really good, you know, response to all that. I had my concerns. I'm not gonna lie, going into the postseason. A 9 strikeout performance. This is great. This is great to see out of him. I need him to keep going. Go far, man. Go the distance.
Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
Now at 10 Ks with still a few innings left, so expect him to add on to that total. And you know, pitchers are looking to have a strikeout per inning. I mean, that's excellent work. The way it looks now, I mean, he's going to have a better rate than that in this one. So really good stuff working on the mound in this one.
The 2-1. And that one fouled off. The Giants hitless so far in the game. Strike 3, and now 6 strikeouts in a row. So he's perfect through 6. It's the Rockies 1 and the Giants nothing. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Eric Miller.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
So digging in, Zach Veen. Way out front for strike 2.
That shit set up and then just dipped.
Left-handed breaking ball.
And it remains 2-2. Swing and
That's
a high
piss.
fly ball to left. Ramos sizes this one up, and there's one away. Harry Ford now at the plate.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field. But he can jump you if you make a mistake.
The 1-1 is fouled off. And now the count is even.
The fuck you mean that ain't a hit by pitch?
Randy Rodriguez getting ready to go.
I guess it hit the
Bases
fucking
empty,
catcher's
one
glove
away
or some
here in
shit.
Game 1 of the wild card series. Missing inside, and now it's 3-2.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
And he couldn't hold back.
Fuck.
He's run up on strikes.
Bro, is that dirt on his neck? The fuck is... Yo, is that spider tack? Yo, someone get the umpire. Make that motherfucker check his neck. I think he got spider tack back there.
Fastball is outside. They say you win.
Gotta let y'all argue these calls, man. So bullshit.
That's inside. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Rockies are down.
I
5.
barely moved my bat. I checked the swing. You're bullshitting me.
Top of inning number 7, and now the center fielder.
This is ridiculous, man.
lineup is having a tough time finding a good rhythm at the plate. Their swings are disjointed, which tells me they're having issues with pitch recognition.
Hit on the ground to short.
Dog, it's been like 2 innings, maybe 2 innings and a third since a base runner was about to hit to first. He had 6 straight strikeouts in a row. That shit was lethal.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with a mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
Holding on to a 1-run lead here in the late stages of game 1. This one in the air, center field. Doyle on the move. Makes the catch for the out. Out number 2. And up next for the Giants, Lamont Wade Jr. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. That misses. Ball 2.
Yes.
In the air, out towards right center. Doyle moving under it. And that'll do it. The perfection continues. 21 straight have been retired. It's the Rockies 1 and the Giants nothing. Randy Rodriguez gets the call from the pen.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. Check swing, and he went. That's strike 2. Lifted in the air, right field.
That's a shitty bloop.
1 away. Renton Doyle digging in for the Rockies. Some Pete Bear at 98 miles an hour.
Frustrating.
Yeah, I don't have an answer right now.
And I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
2 down, bases empty. Here's Brian Rocchio. Gets a piece.
Nope.
And stays alive. Got it.
Are you fucking kidding me, bro? That shit tickled the zone.
Quietly there.
Fucking tickled its nutsacks. You're lying.
Rockies won, and the Giants nothing.
Every time, man. Every time.
Ready to begin the 8th. Here's the left fielder, Elliot Ramos. Looking to get the tying run on base. And that one is in.
You fucking pussy. That's a fucking strikeout. Yeah, whatever you say, bro. Whatever you say.
Next offering is
Right, I have to continue even further. I don't think he's gonna be able to stay in the game for a complete game shutout at this rate.
in danger of losing the miss.
Jesus Christ, that was too close for comfort.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down one. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
And up next for San Francisco, Willie Adames. 1-1 now. The shortstop takes the ball.
Bro, what the fuck was that?
That one not close. And now 3-1.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
That clips the corner.
Well, I'm impressed with that challenge pitch right there. Even with this slim lead, this guy's not afraid to go right after these hitters.
Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. And there's 2 away. So just 4 more outs to get through, and the tension is building in the ballpark right now.
Yeah, and we can feel it in the booth. He's got these hitters locked up.
Ball to strike. That clips the corner. And the
Fuck.
hitter's outside. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's a baker's dozen strikeouts for him in this game. Giants are down 1-2-3. They still trail 1-0. Jose Buto will take over here.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Well, 1-run game. So in now for Colorado, Michael Tolio. Swings through that one for strike 2. Tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. Didn't go. On the ground, out to short. Jump throw. On the money. Nice play.
Challenge.
Well, they are going to challenge the call. And so now the decision will be made by the umpires at the replay center back in New York. Here's one more look, Singy. You think they're going to overturn it? I kind of do.
Yeah, I think there's a good chance as well. I mean, the more I look at these different angles, the more I'm becoming convinced that he actually beat the throw. So it's turning out to be a pretty good challenge.
He's safe, he's safe, he's safe, he's safe.
Decision's been made, and
Safe.
he's safe. So they overturn the call, and they get it right by taking a chance with a challenge. Nolan Jones digging in for the Rockies. Now before the 1-1, time is called. Runner at first with no outs here. Next offering is in for a strike. Way inside, gets away. In there safely. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
You know, sometimes it takes a reliever a little time to get comfortable with the mound out there, especially when they come in trying to be nasty with every pitch they throw. Not exactly what they were looking for when they called him in, though. We'll see if he can settle down.
Caught him looking for the K. Owen Miller digs
This is probably why I strike out a ton, because I'm just not swinging at some of these pitches.
And that one is lifted in the air. Fair ball.
I watched that whole thing happen and didn't think to move Tully.
Two on, one out. Zach Bean, the next to hit. Two on, one out. And there's the ball.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
God damn it.
Left center. Ramos sizing this one up. Makes the grab, and there's two gone. Now the Rockies catcher, Harry Ford. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. Slider misses outside.
Well, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
That's a home run. That's a home run. Yep, there it is.
That'll fire up the dugout, and they throw three on the board. It's 4-0.
And that shot makes their grip on the lead even tighter. Well, I'm sure there's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like it was going to bend foul. Was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely. He gets the jog around the bases. Good for him.
Here comes the manager out of the Giants dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Jose Buto done for the night. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. A new arm into the game, the righty, Tyson Miller.
I think despite how good the Giants are, at the end of the day, we outperformed them all through the regular season. We did really well against the G-men.
For Colorado, Masataka Yoshida.
I think it's just here where it's being placed in front of a national audience. That regular season dominance has translated over into the postseason.
Not stopping, he's going for three. The relay throw, not in time. He's
Told you.
safe.
That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Nicky Lopez digging in for the Rockies. And that one got a piece of it. He had two strikes on him, and he hit him. Next to hit for the Rockies, Brenton Doyle.
Damn it.
Swing and a pop-up.
Looked like it was going to slide down into the zone.
And that ends the inning. Chase Dolander, perfect so far. We'll see if he can make history as we head to the ninth. And we're back. Here's the second baseman, Nolan Gorman.
This is exactly how the home team dreamed they would start this series, Booth. They're winning. They still have their starter out there, and the bullpen is getting rest. You can't ask for much more out of game one.
Falling behind 2-1.
Boog, I'll tell you right now, every player defensively on their toes like never before.
Swings through that.
They want to make sure they have the opportunity to put this pitcher in the history books. They're going to make the play.
Good eye in that spot. Strike three, struck him out for the third time today. A big performance on the mound. Lots of strikeouts. That was number 14.
Yeah, clearly trusting his stuff in this one, Boog. Feeling really good about what he's working with, and that really allows a guy to attack hitters. It's such an important mindset to have out there on the mound, especially when you're ahead in the count with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Lifted in the air, right center.
Come on, Doyle. Oh my God.
26 up and 26 down. One more out for a perfect game. This is awesome, Boog.
On the verge of baseball history here, and certainly one of the most dominating pitching performances we've seen. Everyone locked in right now. It's a 1-1.
I definitely want the volume. Let's let that crowd volume get a little louder. History is on the cusp right here, man. You gotta let the fans bop.
One strike away from securing game 1. Foul ball.
Come on, Veen. Get it, Veen. Ah! He was so close.
Two outs.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Unbelievable. I was nervous up here in the booth. I can only
A
imagine
perfect game to start the postseason!
mound closing this thing out. Everyone will remember this perfect game, and it'll be not
This could be the first perfect game in Rockies history! Ladies and gentlemen, you are witnesses to history! I wish I could be more ecstatic, but I'm 12 minutes away from midnight. His first perfect game of his career.
The numbers show a great performance on the mound in this one.
absolutely, and that really set
What an incredible performance.
fantastic effort.
Chase Dollander, the ace of the franchise, the ace of the team.
Outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Shambi saying so long.
We have a fully rested bullpen going into game 2 with a chance to close out the series at home. What could be sweeter than this? A performance like this could be the beginning of what could be an incredibly dominant postseason run for Chase. And could stem to a long-term success. I never thought, I'll be honest, I didn't think I'd actually ever get a perfect game. I never thought I'd get that. Especially if I made the difficulty any higher than veteran or anything higher than that. I didn't think that was possible, I'm gonna be honest. 27 outs, man. A complete shutdown by this Giants offense. Our batting was not that great, but it didn't need to be. It was good enough to generate some scoring because Chase Dollander was playing like the ace he has always meant to be. "15 strikeouts, nothing surrendered." This is a crazy game one. The Giants starter gets injured in the first out of the game. And the starting pitcher he's up against just completely shut down their entire lineup. And of course, it's not going to look like he's actually injured. I really want to keep this going, but I'm gonna have to call it for tonight. It's almost midnight, 5 minutes to midnight. I'm gonna call it here for now. Tomorrow we will be back for what should be game 2 and hopefully the final game of the series. And from there we should be able to see who we should be able to see the Dodgers in the next round, along with who else advances. Because right now it's us and the Yankees who have the first playoff wins of this year's postseason and are both dreading to face off against a division rival in the next round. So we're off to a great start so far. Pretty damn good start, I gotta say. See you guys.